right, we'll get started with Mike Shildt. First question for Mike. We can start with Bryce in the second row in the middle.
Mike, is there value in the experiences you had up here in the first two games? You had leads in game one, really close. Route in game two, you threw so well in game two. You had a lot to potentially draw from. I just don't know if you feel like you do draw from something like that.
I think you draw from your experiences throughout your career. I think you draw from experiences, from previous games here during this season, which we've had success, earlier in this series. I think you always draw from your experience if you're growing.
AJ on the left side.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, AJ.
This game being what it is, a winner-take-all, Game 5, would Michael King be available in relief potentially?
I mean, we never say never. I'd leave it at that.
You've obviously had a lot of success drawing your lineup the way it's been drawn up. There are some lanes for left and right if they were to go to a bullpen game. Given how much success you've had with that lineup the way it's been, is that something you would consider tweaking for a single game, or are you just sticking kind of with what got you here?
We'll announce the lineup tomorrow. So that's all I can tell you about the lineup. I mean, the question's fair. We actually have a lineup that, there's going to be, if you got righties and lefties, there's going to be lanes. We've been able to create a lineup that has been able to put our guys in a good position with those lanes. No lineup is foolproof from a lane.
Bob standing up on the left.
Mike, do you know who they're starting tomorrow, or you get a feeling that you know who will be?
No, I flipped them coins and I couldn't get the answer. I don't know, Bob. Somebody's going to show up and we'll be ready for them. Yeah, I don't know. At some point they're going to have to announce it, I'm sure, but we're not in any real hurry, quite honestly.
Is there gamemanship involved? It was like yesterday they knew that Freddie Freeman wasn't going to play. He was well at breakfast, but then they put out a different lineup.
Yeah, I don't. Everybody operates their own club the way they operate it. I don't. We're more like Vince Lombardi power suite. Here it is. Here's Hugh Darvish is going to start. Here's our lineup. Our lineup was pretty good for 10 runs, 6 runs, 5 runs. This is who we are, and we're going to compete and execute. We do that, we'll shake hands and pop champagne.
Hi there. How much does your experience in elimination games or winner-take-all games help you for tomorrow night?
もう今までのことどうだか覚えてないので、どうかわからないですけども、それが、今までの経験がヘルプしてるかわからないですけど、全然落ち着いています。
I can't really recall, how I was on these elimination games, so I don't think I can give you a good answer on that, but maybe it is the experience that I have accumulated up until today that's making me feel calm right now.
Go to Dennis in the back left.
When you first went on the restricted list, was there ever a point where you thought you might not come back this season? And when did you start realizing, look, I really want to, come back and try to give it a go before the end of the year?
いつでしたっけ？いつ帰るって。
6月の終わりで8月の終わりぐらいに戻ってきたんですよね。
8月の終わりぐらいにだから戻る
感じですよね。
ですね。その戻ってくるっていう時の直前に帰ってくるって決めたの、それまでは帰ってくると思ってなかったので。
No, I don't think I was necessarily thinking of coming back to baseball while I was on the restricted list. But whenever I actually came back, I think it was towards the end of August, that was the time that, I had different thoughts, and I thought, coming back would be a good idea. So that's why I'm back.
Given everything that's happened with the team, Joe Musgrove being out, and obviously they've really needed you, and you've delivered so far for them. How do you feel about that decision in hindsight to come back and rejoin the team?
でも結果的にはチームにとっては良かったかなと思いますけれども、 それは、はい。
No, I mean, just simply looking back, I think we're here, and I think it was a good decision to come back.
Go to the back row in the middle.
Hi, Darvish. One of your winner takes all postseason game was 2017 World Series Game 7. It was here. You're pitching with the Dodgers. I'm just curious. Are you still hunting with that memory?
いやーもう、まあ覚えてますけど、もう何年前かっていう話なので、まあ、今は違うユニフォーム着てますし、はい、まあ、覚えていますけど、特に何も考えたりはしないです。
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I remember about that time, but it's like, how many years ago was that? So, there's nothing special that I think about that time. I mean, I don't go focus on that time, basically. And plus, I am wearing a different uniform right now, so.
A couple more in English for you. Anything else? Tony in the front.
Given how aggressive the Dodgers were against Cease and King, and given how much of a trouble you gave them, how much goes into you and your game plan of maybe changing it up a little bit versus doing what you had so much success with the first time?
いやもうそれバッターの反応を見てなので、今の時点では何も考えてないですけれども、まあ、試合始まってからいろいろ考えていくっていうのは自分のやり方なので、今回もそうしたいと思います。
My style is to go on the mound and look at how the pitchers are. Looking at how the hitters are reacting, and then go about what I'm going to do. And I've always been like that. So I don't necessarily have a concrete plan right now, but tomorrow, that's kind of what I'm looking to do.
Back to Dennis in the back row.
How much are you hoping you get to face Yoshinobu Yamamoto tomorrow? And what was your experience like, just past experiences like playing with him?
いやもう対戦できたらすごく嬉しいことですし、こんな舞台でまあ、個人的にもすごく仲のいい選手なので、まあ、さっきも言ったように、まあ、お互いこういう舞台でプレーできるっていう投げ合えるっていうのはすごく幸せなことだと思います。
Yeah, I think it's a great thing that we're able to go at it with each other, in Game 5 of a ALDS game. At a personal level, I'm really good friends with him as well, and just for us to be able to go out there and pitch on the same day, playoff game, I think it means a lot.
And we'll take one last one in English with Jesse down here on the right.
Just kind of along those lines, I mean, tremendous amount of talent from Japan in this series across all of Major League Baseball now. When you look back at when your Major League career started in Texas to now, it's how do you feel about where Japanese baseball has come in this country?
いやまあすごくそれはもう嬉しいことですし、まあ、これだけしかも昔と比べて今の方が日本人の選手は評価されていると思うので、それはやっぱり日本の野球にとっては素晴らしいことと思いますから、すごく嬉しいです。
Yeah, it gives me a lot of joy, obviously. I think the level of baseball in Japan has risen, and it's actually showing over here. So, it's really good to see all these players that come over here, be successful.
All right, and we'll transition to Japanese questions. First one for you. Take two in the middle.
例年この時期ポストシーズンに入ると、まあ、通常ですと30試合ぐらいも放っていて体的にもかなりくたびれた状態で迎えると思うんですけども、まあ、今年はチームから離れてた分、フィジカル面メンタル面どんな影響がありますか？プラスの面とマイナス面の面もしあれば。いやまあおっしゃられた通りすごく元気で、はい、この時期結構いろいろあっちこっち痛いとかあるんですけれども、今年はそういうのもすごく少ないですし、まあ、メンタル面としてはまあ、本当に例年よりもっていうか、まあ、
今までとは全然段違いに落ち着いてるっていうのは本当に自分の中で分かることなので、そんな感じです。
Third row.
すみません、ちょっと改めてこの第5戦勝負を決める第5戦で先発を任されたということをこのドジャースタジアムで、どんなピッチングがしたいかそこへの意気込みっていうのをごめんなさい教えてください。
自分しか先発がいないので明日のマウンドに立つわけですけれども、すごく、チームの、皆さん、ファンの方々もそうですし、期待してくださっていると思うので、結果的にパドレスが勝つようなピッチングができればいいなというふうに思います。
Second row on the left.
前回も落ち着いているという話ありました。38歳だからという言葉もありました。なかなか表現するのは難しいかもしれませんが、この落ち着きっていうのは自分ではどこから生まれたり来てるか、言葉にできますか？
なんですかね。でもその制限リストにいたっていうのはすごく大きかったと思いますね。やっぱり自分の中では、そこでまた違う、精神的な部分では違うところに行ったっていうのはあると思うのでそこだと思います。
もう一つすみません。もしも山本投手と、発表になってないですけども、向こうは投げ合うとなったら、それはやりにくいものですか、それともウェルカムなものですか？
いや、もうどっちでもないです。もう本当に、もちろんそういう舞台で投げ合えるっていうのはすごく、光栄なことですし、あれだけのピッチャーですから、それも光栄なんですけれども、自分としては本当にイニング間も相手のピッチングとか見てないですし、もう自分のやることだけなので。はい。
We'll come over here on the right side by the wall.
よろしくお願いします。パドレスとしては昨日本拠地で、決めたかったと思うんですけど、今日来てみてチームの皆さんと顔合わせしてチームのこの切り替えというかですね、その辺はどのように感じてますか？
でもここで1戦目負けた後の2戦目の日に比べたら全然みんな明るいですし元気あるので、それは良かったなというふうに思いますね。
Any last ones for you? All right, you. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you tomorrow.